There's like, what the hell is this that need to be replaced on the car? Cause they didn't know what these were. See this big joint right here? That's the intake. They got an intake one and they got a camshaft one. It goes in. One goes in this way, one to go away. This regulate the oil, regulate the vapor, all that stuff. It's almost like a PCV valve, but it also affects your fuel system. So if this is bad, then your fuel system runs hot. It doesn't run the right way, and as a result, you're going to be spending money because you're going to be burning more gas. And everybody know with these gas prices looking crazy right now, we don't have the luxury of doing stuff like this. So I made this video because I ain't seen none online because I was trying to figure out some information for myself. So I'm an engineer. I'm not really a mechanic, but I'm an engineer, so bear with me. I don't know the words for everything, but just to give you what you look at. The first thing you need to do to get to this part right here, you have to take these screws out. See, it's already pre-done because I already did it already, so I'm just going to show you that. Take the screws off right there. It's very important. Once you take the screws out, then the smartest thing you could do, take this off, because that's how this plate right here is going to come off. This is the clearance that you need. Once you take this clearance off, then you put this back in because you don't want nothing going down that engine oil cap. So you put this back on real quick. Now, this is the modulars that I'm taking out right now. You see these joints right here? You see these? They got different colors. That when you pull it out, you're gonna see the tip, and the tip will determine the color of which side goes on which side. So you don't have to figure nothing out. It's gonna be identical almost. So you might need a pliers for this, because I was figuring like I try to do this with my finger. Normally it look like a 1, 2, 3 thing, but it's hard because this has been in this car since the car, since I had it since 2015. So I'm gonna use a little strength. But if I get a pliers, I squeeze it a little bit and get it. You know what I mean? A little squeeze can't hurt nothing. I don't know if you push it forward or push it back. I don't know how this goes. Let me see. It locks. I think you push it that way. See, I can't get it, so stay tuned. You know, it's funny, I almost forgot. Before you play with these wires, this is a rule. This is what you always got to do when it comes to these vehicles, because they're computerized vehicles. Got to go into your joint, the battery, you pull the plate off. It's a simple thing. It's a pop-up. You pop it off real quick, and then you pull that off. See, this is pre-done already, so I just pull this off real quick. And with the Chevy Malibus, they got the back. So you got to do the same thing with the back. You got to take the negative off the back one too as well, so it won't draw current electricity to this vehicle, because you don't want to offset the cold on the car. So that's what I did. I disconnect this real quick. So now there's no power run to the car. I already disconnected the back one. I don't need to show you that. You just know that you got a battery in the back. If you need to see it, let me show it to you. Real simple. I show that you got one in the back as well. For anybody that don't know, they Chevy Malibu 2015 got one in the back. See? You take that negative off in the back. Boom. That's it. Real simple. Okay, I don't know why this shit want to be a little fighter, but I would recommend you get like a little pliers. But be careful with it, because you don't want to break your piece out. It's a little strength. See? You pull it out that way. But you got it. But there's a piece in here that snaps in. It snaps in like that. You got to snap it out with your finger. You could just snap it that way with your finger to pull it out. And it's hard to come off. So there's nothing wrong with putting a little tool just going like that. And then you're all set. So it's funny. It seems like 10mm is a lucky thing with everything. So it's 10mm to take this bad boy off right here. Once you crack that nut off, boom. See, you crack it off. Then you can spin it with your finger and all that. Just make sure you be careful. You don't want to break that or drop it or whatever. Not break it, but you don't want to drop it. I ain't going to show you though. And then pretty much you pull it out afterwards. So let me pause. Excellent. I got it out. So you pull it out. Boom. Now this right here, use a little force. If the force doesn't work, then you got this tool right here. Gotta use some. You gotta improvise. Some stuff you just gotta figure out on your own. It's really simple stuff right here. Don't bear with me because I'm holding it. I'm doing it myself. So pull it out. See, I pull it out and I drop this shit like a little kid. Now I gotta get it later, but I ain't getting it right now. Alright. Now I'll pause this video. Alright, here's the beauty of it. See this? This comes out of here like that. I see my oil. Look like my oil look pretty good. It's not as black. I guess that good old synthetic. Now I look a little black in there. I think I need to do an oil change as well. But in the meanwhile, I got you gotta line it up and figure which one. You don't even need to know about which one intake and which one's craft. It's color coded. So, for example, you look at this one. Is it this one? Not so much. So most likely it gotta be this one. Oh shit. Let's see, what's the difference? Oh, okay, so you see this top right here? That's the clear part. So that goes on the other side. And this one goes on this side like this, see? See how you compare it to both? Because you come with two of them. You don't buy them separate. You buy them separate, that's stupid. If you're going to replace one side, you place the other side. Simple as that. So boom, boom. See, this is the original. That's the original one. This is the new one right here. We're going to put this bad boy in here. It should look nice in this build. It's even metal all the way to the end. This one is washing. How you doing, brother? Good. Yes, sir, man. Still at it, huh? Yeah, doing a little mechanic work, man. I can't afford to be paying these mechanics. Right. Especially when I know how to do my own work. That's right. Yep. Yes, sir. All right. So this is the one that we're going to put in next. See, the oil came out of it and all that. That's good. Now we're going to rip this plastic open and that's it. All right. Here comes the simple stuff right here. Now we're going to slide this bad boy in there. It's easy. You don't have to figure it out. You just line it up to this. Got mesh in there. If it don't mesh in there, it's no good to you. Got to mesh that bad boy in there. There. Now it locks in. See? It locks in. You got to put a little force in it. Nothing is easy in life. No, I'm just playing. Now you grab the screw. Put the screw in. Fingers burning because my car was just recently on and stuff like that. I'm wilding to even do a video right now. I should have waited. But that's my own silly aspect to it. And now you take a little tool like this, a 10mm right here. You know what I'm saying? And just... Oh, shoot. See, I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm like a little kid. I mean, you could use your drill. I got a drill. I mean, I got power tools. But I'm just, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do it this way. Use all my strength. I tighten that bad boy up right now. So now it's nice and tight. It's meshed against it. Make sure it's meshed. Got the seals and everything. Now you just add the connectors. Simple as that. Put that in. And then you got to push this piece down right here. Okay, push this up. Got to mesh that. That connector got to go in deep for it to connect. That's the only problem with aftermarket. You got to put a little force with it. Don't mind me, I got a little greasy and all that. Wipe the little grease off. Put a little force in this in there now. It's all locked and load. So now we got to do the next side. Okay, this is the other aspect. Now we got to disconnect this. You know what you could do, because I'm lazy, I'm not going to do it. You can just remove this right here. Move this filter to give you full clearance back there. But me, I like to do a tight squeeze because I'm an idiot. And we'll see how it works. Put the tool back there real quick. You don't need to use this tool. A socket wrench is not recommended. I recommend you using, and this is a deep socket wrench, which is crazy. But you could use a regular wrench. That's a 10mm. Make the job much easier and smoother. But for me, I'm like a little kid. So here's me being a little kid with this whole matter. See how I'm fighting against the things. Get there, get in there. Get in there, get in my belly. See, you just want to fight with me. It's hard to do it and hold the camera though. If I ain't had a camera, I'd be a pro. Psych. Let me see if I get a 10mm. But what do you know? Look what's laying around. Uh-oh. Time to crack it. Oh, see? It's already loose. Get enough so you can loosen with your finger. I'm taking it out with my finger. Got it. On this little mechanism, it's like a piece that you click back with your finger. You see that piece right there? You push it back. Once you push it back, then you got to try to pull it off. And if you can't pull it off, you could use a plowing tool. I like to use the pliers. I don't recommend everybody use it because sometimes it can go left. That's why in this case, because I'm lazy, I recommend you take this part off. I'm not gonna tell you how to take an air filter off. If you don't not take this off, you shouldn't be doing nothing like this. So take this off, full clearance. Now you can just pull that way. But I'm gonna take it off in the next frame. Okay, once you take that screw out, you're gonna need something to plow this bad boy off. But before you do that, you have to deal with this connector. That's why I said maybe you have to take this off. I don't want to take it off. I don't feel like doing all that. Like I said before, I'm lazy. In this video, I'm honest. Now, you just pull this bad boy off. Boom. Pull this bad boy out. Look at this. Shit is done. And you know it's bad. I don't even know it's bad, but it's bad. It says the code says it's bad. It's bad. I don't know. Mechanics don't know either, so this is the replacement for it. So now I'm gonna put this bad boy back in there. Pretty much simple from this point on, straightforward. You slam it back in, put the connector on, you put the screw in, and this case closed. Just a little reminder, with the aftermarket brands that you get from like Amazon or any of those companies, you might have to like slap it in a little bit because it doesn't fit, it doesn't mesh perfectly sometimes, so you got to play with it and get it in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, not all the time, but this is it. Where is it? Right here. So you mesh it in. Mesh it in. See, it fits in perfectly. So this one is not an issue. This one was a little bit of an issue, but now you just tighten the screw. So pretty much you put the connector back on. That's a simple aspect to it. Ah, my finger burning. Like I said, my car's still hot. Turn it. Woo, my hand on fire. Turn around. Whew. I take my hand out of it. It was burning real quick because it's still my engine's still hot. I'm doing it while it's hot because I'm a hot boy. Nah. All right, now you push the connector in and everything. It should. Oh, and now you hear the snap. Once you hear the snap, now you know that bad boy's in. So now that concludes this video. Oh, should I show you how to put all this other stuff back on? This is a simple spot, but I'll do it. What the hell, right? Okay, let me take mine off. I was drinking my liquor. No, I'm just playing. This is coffee. These are the other two. You put these to the side because you never know if you buy these aftermarket brands and they don't work properly and it causes your car to really malfunction bad. So you always want to keep the ones that you replace it with. It has oil in it, so I'm just making sure it's good. So I keep the original ones. I do a test ride and see how it is, and if it's good, then yay! Say hey. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, we gotta grab this bad boy off. I gotta do some improvising. Put this to the side. Now I gotta take this out because you gotta put this back on. Flip that over. Flip that over into position. See, now it's in position. Now you put this bad boy back on. Now you got the screws. I think they T40s. These are all T40s. So that's the torque screw for it, T40. So you put them in. Oh shit, wrong screw. Oh, wait a second. Hold on 1 second. I forgot to put the screw back on the piece. See? See what happens when you're moving too fast?